Well, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome to the wake up call. And I hope your morning has gotten off to a good start. I hope your week's been going well so far. And I've been running around like a chicken with his head cut off here lately. Of course, maybe saw from the thumbnail, getting on my flight tonight to head over to Thailand for 25 days. So, you know, when I booked this flight, however many months ago it was, it just seemed like it was going to be forever. And, you just kind of forget about it and not even think about it. And the next thing you know, it kind of sneaks up on you. And it's like, whoa, I gotta kick it in gear and, start getting ready. So that's what I've been spending the last 2 or 3 days, tying up loose ends. Had to find someone to take over my lawn care duties, cut my grass. So I got that person lined up, and then of course I got house plant to figure out who's going to water that. So luckily, one of my neighbors, decided to help me out with that, and then just going around and buying up some last minute travel items, things of that nature. But let's jump over here to the chat and welcome some people in. And we got Scott from Controversial Cruising. Good morning. Welcome in. And we got Eddie Lugo Studios in the house. Yo. Well, welcome in to you. And we got Will G. And he says that he's working and listening. Well, I hope you have a great work day, Will. Welcome in. Good morning. And looks like we're all caught up there. But yeah, I didn't really sleep too well last night. But that seems to be what happens with me is, whenever I got some travel coming up, I don't sleep well, just worrying about, whether or not I'm taking care of everything that I need to. But we'll jump into, talk about a little cruise news real quick before we dive into the main topic. And I know everybody's been probably following this, as we've had the Hurricane Debbie, which I guess is impacting Florida. And boy, I tell you, the hurricane season seems a little bit active, here lately. Uh, I mean, of course, I lived through Hurricane Beryl not too long ago. That was no fun, and looks like Florida's dealing with Hurricane Debbie. But and I guess that's been affecting a lot of things. I guess I saw a story they had to cancel like 2,000 flights, which I can only imagine how bad that's affecting travel plans. People going on cruises, people going to Disney, whatever the case may be. Plus, right in the middle of summer, and then of course that's on the heels of the whole computer glitch that happened, and flights got canceled with that. And so just been a very challenging, summer travel season. But according to the cruise industry news, Hurricane Debbie impacts cruise operations in Tampa. Category 1 Hurricane Debbie impacting cruise operations at Port Tampa Bay on Florida's Gulf Coast. And I guess it actually postponed the return of the Margaritaville at Sea Islander on Sunday. And it also affected the Carnival Paradise. Now, this story was as of yesterday, the 5th. Port of Tampa is still closed. It is now clear we will not be able to operate your cruise today. That was on a statement yesterday from Carnival Cruise Line. Originally scheduled to return to its home port today, the Paradise is now scheduled to dock on Tuesday, which would be today. Originally set to operate a 6-night cruise to the Western Caribbean, the ship's upcoming sailing will now be shortened by 1 night. It's an ongoing situation, and that's why we thank you so much for your patience and understanding, say Carnival's weather contributor Amy Sweezy. Other Carnival Cruise Line ships that were impacted by the storm include the Carnival Elation, which sailed from Jacksonville 1 day early. Operating out of Charleston, the Carnival Sunshine may also experience schedule changes due to Debbie. And the Margaritaville at Sea Islander is facing an additional delay after having its return to Tampa postponed from Sunday to Monday. Based on this morning's inspection and continued monitoring of expected weather conditions, Port Tampa Bay remains closed at this time, Margaritaville at Sea said. Once our captain receives word that the channel is open to cruise vessels, we'll be in safety Terminal 6 at Port Tampa Bay to begin passenger debarkation. So, yeah, I mean, that's just another reminder. We say it all the time on this channel. Got to have, well, first of all, you get, always have whatever notifications from the cruise line and airlines turned on so they can, let you know any changes. But, always get that travel insurance because you just don't know what's going to spring up. I mean, you're booking travel so far in advance, there's no way to predict the weather and things like that. So it's always good to have that taken care of. But I figured we'd touch on that real fast. So hopefully everybody's staying safe over there that's affected by this. I know I saw Destination Fun out doing some live streams showing what was going on there. So hopefully they're doing okay, and we'll be keeping our thoughts on them. And we'll jump over to the chat here real fast. And Scott from Controversial Cruising asks, when do you go, Mike? Well, my flight is scheduled for 1:30 in the morning tomorrow morning. I guess tonight, you might as well say. And I guess the ticket counter is open 4 hours before the flight, and they shut down 1 hour before the flight. So I got to get there earlier than that, obviously. So I'm probably going to leave here about 10 o'clock tonight so I can get there plenty of time to get checked in. And that's over in the international terminal. So first international flight, commercial flight for me. So I'm going to make sure I get there early so I got enough time to, check in, check my bags, get through customs, get through the TSA, because who knows how that's going to go. And so yeah, it's going to be an interesting journey this time around. This is totally different from cruising. Cruising, it's always you're always doing things in the normal hours. So I don't know. I think after I get off the stream, I'm gonna run a few errands and then probably try to jump in bed and sleep during the day. So that seems to be my plan that I came up with, is that I will sleep during the day today, go check in for my flight. It's a 15 and a half hour flight. So my plan is to try to stay up as long as I can the first part of that flight, and then try to crash out the last half. So I don't know if that's a good plan, but that's about the only plan I can come up with. And then that way, when the plane lands, because it'll be, but whenever I get there to Thailand, it's going to be like 11 o'clock in the morning. And so hopefully I'll be refreshed and not dragging. But yeah, so I will definitely do some vlogs and share that as I can. And Eddie is letting us know Debbie is over South Carolina right now, towards Charlotte, North Carolina, then Maryland after. Well, like I said, I hope that hopefully it's minimal damage. Hopefully, if there are power outages, which I'm sure there probably will be, hopefully they're better prepared than we were here. But Florida, that whole part of the country, it seems like they're always a little bit better prepared than we are. I did see that there's some sort of tropical depression or storm that's building up and may head over here, but I'll be gone when that happens. So I just hope my house doesn't get blown away while I'm gone. That would be a bad thing to come home to. But all right, so since I'm gearing up, for this big adventure that I got, I thought I would, pull up a little international travel checklist and see how I'm measuring up so far. I figured that might be a fun little thing to do, something different than the normal. Let's see if I can get this pulled up here. And this was a little checklist I found, and I guess it's got more to do for people that are like traveling abroad to go study or maybe work or something. But I figured it might apply to what I'm doing since I'm going overseas. So it's breaking it down 3 to 6 months before departure. And the first two doesn't really apply. That's, like I said, that's for people that are applying to go study abroad. But it says share the good news with family and friends, which, I did notify my family. They know everything. My daughter, I've been keeping in touch with her. I've been sending her my travel info, so that way, she can keep tabs on me. Hopefully, God forbid anything happens. And then the next thing, confirm your passport is valid for program dates. Well, I got my passport right here, and I verified it. It is good to go for another 5 years. So hopefully I don't have any Coach Cruise type issues. Hopefully not, but so I'm good to go there. Research visa requirements, begin any paperwork. Well, just so happens, I checked into that. Thailand is one of those countries that you don't have to have a visa. Well, as long as it used to be 30 days, but they just updated their immigration policy. And so you can go over there on your passport for up to 60 days. So as long as you're 60 days or less, you don't need a visa. So I'm good to go there. And we got ocean to ocean travel. I'm assuming that's Bruce. Well, good morning, Bruce. Hope you're having a good morning so far. we're just going over my little travel checklist here uh, for my trip over to Thailand. All right, so the next couple things, well, next few things. A lot of this, like I said, a lot of this checklist was geared towards students that were going to be traveling overseas. So we'll go skip down to creating a budget and start saving for your trip, which I did that already. And so the main expenses, well, the biggest expense for me on this is obviously the flight, and that I paid for that. Up at the time months ago, and hotel room I already paid for. Well, I got my first 2 weeks paid for, uh, and that was $20 a night, and that's pretty cheap, and it's a fairly nice place. It's probably not 5 star, but it's certainly better than Motel 6 and all of that. So, but yeah, they've got a lot of good deals over there. So, and then after that, the food uh, budget, which you know, I've been checking the prices, following the prices over there, and meals are really cheap. I mean, I saw that they had like a right around the corner from the hotel that I'm staying at. They have a breakfast buffet that's like $3, and it's got just a ton of stuff. Um, so I think I'm going to be good there. Everything over there is very 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 inexpensive. Research your host country and culture. Of course, they're saying read a book, watch a documentary, listen to music. It's probably an old checklist, but of course, I've been doing my YouTube research, watched a ton of videos, all kinds of Thailand channels. So I feel pretty confident going in. But you reach a point with the research where you can only watch so many videos and do so much research, and you get to a point where it's just time to go do it. Which I'm realistic. I'm a realist. I know that I'm probably going to make some mistakes my first time over there, and probably overpay for something. But sometimes you just have to get out there and do it and experience it, and learn by doing. Make any necessary appointments, doctor, dentist, that kind of thing. Which I did all that. I made sure I did all my doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, eye doctor, all of that. I'm up to date on my prescriptions, and I got a new shipment of contact lenses in, so good to go there. Now, this is 1 month before departure. Finalize travel itinerary with your program, which, uh, like I said, this is more for the people that are going over there for school, but I did check on that. Check on your accommodations, which before I've got the first 2 weeks booked already, and I'll probably be booking the last week sometime later today, or maybe when I get there, because I don't know. I'm trying to kind of go with the flow, see what I want to do. Finalize any outstanding paperwork regarding your visa, which we already know I don't need a visa. Communicate plans with family and friends, which, like I said, I've been letting my daughter know and my sister know what's going on, where I'm going to be staying, that kind of thing. Start buying any necessary items from the packing list, which I've been going to pack pretty light for this trip. It's from everything I can see, it's going to be very hot over there, so I'm just taking shorts, t-shirts, flip flops. It's very casual over there. Everybody there dresses like they're at the beach pretty much everywhere they go. So not taking a lot of. I'm definitely not packing as if I'm going on an Alaska cruise. I know for when I went on my Alaska cruise, I probably overpacked. Learn key phrases in local language. Well, I've got my Google Translate. So hopefully that's going to help me out. Which I didn't even know you can use your Google Translate app to actually like scan menus and things like that. It'll actually translate pictures and stuff, which I didn't know that. So that's pretty cool. Eat all your favorite foods. I'm not sure what they're talking about there. Throw yourself a going away party. Well, I'm not really doing that. Up to 1 week before departure, purchase travel insurance, which I did that as soon as I bought the plane ticket and everything. I made sure I got that taken care of. Alert your bank of travel plans, which is always a good idea because there's nothing worse than to travel somewhere and then you try to use your card or whatever and there's a block on it because you didn't notify them. Maybe they think it's suspicious. So I already did that. I checked with my bank the other day, so I'm good to go there. And we got the astute tourist. I believe that's Jimmy. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome in. Just going over my little travel checklist here. Yes. Oh, yeah. Eddie brings up a good point. And he asks, did you call your credit card's number and your bank, let them know you're going? Actually, yes, I did. I did that. I started looking into that because that's actually happened to me before. Uh, Actually, on some cruises, I went to use my card and uh, there was a block because I didn't, they thought maybe it was a scam or somebody stole it, something going on, which is always good. It's good that the bank looks out for it. It's a positive thing. So, but yes, I did check on that. So I believe I'm good to go there. And let's see, we got yeah, Eddie's saying that it happened to him in Bermuda. Yeah, that it sucks, because you don't. Sometimes you may not be thinking about it, or you're trying to take care of everything else, and then you get over there and you go to use your card, and it gets declined, and of course that's always you know very very embarrassing. You know what I'm saying when you go to use your card and it gets declined, people start giving you the side eye, like, oh, look at this guy, he doesn't have any money. But hopefully, like I said, I notified everybody, so hopefully I don't run into that. And also, from what I checked, it's very easy to get cash over there. So, but I am taking some cash with me to change as soon as I get to the airport, so that way I got some money uh, ready to go um, for taxis and eating and whatnot. But it also says make 2 copies of all travel documents and IDs. Yes, I've done that. I've got that good to go. Um, and then it says start packing, which, as you can see in the table behind me back there, I got my suitcase, and as I go, I've been washing stuff, putting it in there. So, and then that's the packing list. So, a lot of good information there. It's not that doesn't really pertain to me because it's more for like students and stuff. And Eddie from Eddie Lugo Studios says, take cash with you in small denominations. Also put your ID, passports, and wallet in your front pockets, not in your back or backpack. Keep with you. Yep, that's very good info. So yeah, I pulled out some cash because that's what a lot of people from all the YouTubers and stuff I've been watching. They all recommend, bringing a little bit of cash with you. They have, uh, money changing places right there. And so, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change in some money so I can get a cab or, go to one of the local restaurants or whatnot. And then they also have another little thing that I was looking into is they also have the eSIMs or SIM cards for your phone, so that way you can get hooked up with you know mobile data or internet, things of that nature. It's pretty cheap for 30 days. looking at like maybe $30, uh, so I've already been looking into that. So hopefully it goes well. And Eddie's also letting us know, leave all jewelry at home. Yeah, I'm not a big jewelry person to begin with. So, but yeah, that is a good point. I wouldn't take anything that I'm gonna be heartbroken or really upset if somebody were to steal it. Uh, so, so yeah, I'm just gonna, cheap watch, cheap necklace, that kind of thing. And Eddie's also saying, do get two wives, okay? And they cook, clean, and have many babies. Well, uh, well, hopefully we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't know about two. Two might drive me crazy, but that is a good tip. Good tip, Eddie. Good tip. And Jimmy from the Astute Tourist says, I made the mistake of not taking enough Federal Reserves with us on our last cruise. I thought the ship would have an ATM, but not always guaranteed. Yeah. From my research and all, like I said, the different YouTubers uh, that I've been following, there's plenty of ATMs, a lot of ATMs at the airport. And the main town I'm going to be staying at is Pattaya Beach, and there's a lot of expats there, a lot of Australians, Brits, even Americans. So uh, seems to be pretty easy to get stuff, thankfully. But yes, good point, good point. And he's saying three or four. Well, I guess you could just get a full blown harem, if you really wanted to. But I'm gonna try to be a good boy. Try to keep myself out of trouble. I don't want to be on the international news for anything negative. Eddie's saying extremely happy. I'm not going with you. Trouble. Well, could be. You never know with me. I mean, I always get into some interesting situations for sure. But that's about all I got for this morning, folks. Make sure after this show, go head over and check out Eddie, Jeremy, Cheryl with Go Live Together. I do think I've got this live set up to redirect to their show. They always have an entertaining show, put out some good information, and make sure we support each other here. And Eddie says, vlog it. Yes, I will. I'm taking all my camera equipment, actually charging everything up right now. So hopefully I'm going to try to drop stuff while I'm over there, do some quick videos, drop it, and, we'll see how that goes. That's another thing, too. I don't know about doing the lives because it's a 12-hour time difference. I may do some lives, but it probably won't be on this regular schedule. So the Tuesday, Thursday thing is probably going to be the last one till I get back. But I will try to put out some videos and try to do some live streams over there. But if I do it, I'm going to try to, I know it's like a 12-hour time difference from here. So I'll have to figure it out when I get there. But hey, if you like this kind of content, please consider hitting the thumbs up on the way out. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow, helps push the message out to the masses. And I appreciate anybody that watches, likes, subscribes, shares. And I hope you're having a good day. Hope your week goes well. And I will see you guys when I get back. So happy travels, everybody. And I will see you later. Take care, everybody.